Welcome to the Toxic Shock Podcast. I'm Drizzy,
Funky.
and I'm fucking broken.
Limp Limbs. Limp Limbs. To be confused with Limp Biscuit. Uh, Icky Cookie, actually, isn't it? But enough with the shitty dad jokes. Let's get to an actual shitty dad joke. What do you call syrup with a speech impediment? Mrs. Stuttersworth. Mrs. Stuttersworth, if you didn't get it.
That was good.
Yeah, I mean it was soggy. No one.
Soggy biscuit.
It's soggy pancakes. Gallon of water must be broke. Absolutely fucking broke. Fried.
Dude, I am broken sad.
Yeah. You haven't seen our TikTok. There's a broken side song to one of those, and it's pretty lit.
Don't get me wrong, we were still at the bar today,
Yeah.
but now I'm broken.
Dude, day 4 killed him. He can't handle me for 4 days.
No, dude, I have 3 bruised ribs, and I can't walk on my right leg.
Correct. He can't take pills either. All right, so before we get into the music, quick side story. He came home to take pills to go to the concert the one day, and Buster literally laid down on the ground, shit himself. Okay, Buster's one of his dogs. I looked at Drake and go, dude, did you just shit? And he goes, no. I was like, okay, good, because I thought it was Buster, and Vince is doing the dishes, which is his roommate, and Vince goes, yeah. He's like, that wasn't you. And Drake goes, well, Zoe farts all the time, and he's doing that, he's taking the pills, he's putting them in his throat, and Vince goes, yeah, no, she just normally queefs, and he goes, he's like has to
And
fish
they
him
fucking
out.
fell out on the table.
He has to fish him out of his fucking throat because he swallowed all of half swallowed one. Lost it. And then the next day, actually this morning,
Yeah, this morning.
I was like, yeah, dude, you gotta be careful of those dog queefs. Then he choked again. He goes, I actually threw up that time and I had to swallow. Like, fuck you guys.
That was some bullshit.
And I just couldn't stop laughing. And it was kind of hilarious. Really fucked up, but it's also kind of hilarious. No offense.
No effects.
Null effects. Also,
Carnifex.
shout out to Vince for thinking that this is an acronym. He said, that's a really weird acronym. I was like, it's not. It's the whole band. Gotta love Vince. Gotta love him. Album number 1, Certified Lover Boy by Drake, with 21 songs.
It's a lot of fucking songs.
A lot of songs, but we also had 2 weeks to listen to it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't decide to choose that album.
I liked go with 9.5 of the 21.
I liked what? 4. I also don't like Drake, and people are like, you like Drake? No, I don't.
It was a very boring album.
All of his music is boring. I mean, I get I just don't like that chill, waxed rap. I mean, he says bars, but whatever. The beat and all the shit just doesn't really line up with me, so I just don't give a fuck.
Right. No, for real. It
Yeah.
was just boring.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad album. My buddy that's a rap head really liked it. I'm like, that's cool. I don't. Good
Right.
for you. Got it. But
also, I mean, when Drake came out, he was R&B, so his first album before
was he?
yeah, before he was a thing, he was R&B.
Well, I know he got signed really young by Wayne.
Yeah.
Is this before that? Okay.
Yeah, this was I want to say while he was Wheelchair Jimmy or something of that nature.
He had a different name too.
No, that was in Degrassi. That was his character. He was in a wheelchair. That's why everyone calls him Wheelchair Jimmy.
Oh, okay.
Also, his name isn't Drake either. It's Aubrey.
Okay.
And Drake just means do right and kill everything.
Oh.
I know, crazy. So I'm the real Drake. Look at that.
I guess so. But all I'm gonna say is the best song off that album, hands down, and you can fucking argue with me and try and change my mind, is 21 Savage, is What Knife Talk.
Was doing 21.
Yeah,
Yeah. Best song on the album is Knife Talk.
by far. Hands down. I mean, it's just the whole song.
Yeah.
There's not a bad
Start to
part to
finish.
it, yeah. And then the other ones, like, yeah, they're iffy. The ones that I like. So,
Yeah. I like the Future one a lot.
yeah.
Just it had a really good beat and it like just kept going the whole time. But I mean there was other ones that still like I mean I still enjoyed a good amount of them. It just
Yeah, I don't know. Just like with rap, with it's like pretty much like every music is there's a very specific songs that I like,
yeah.
and some of them aren't because it's a good band either. If that makes sense. Like sometimes a song just slaps because it's a good song. You know what I mean?
True.
But yeah.
I mean that's like I mean the name of that Future song is Way Too Sexy and it's just on Too Sexy for my child. Like it literally I mean it was using something from an old song.
Yeah, which I don't like. So.
But I did really like I mean I like Lil Baby. That Girls Want Girls, that one was pretty good too.
I like In This Bible to feature Lil Durk,
Lil Durk.
and whatever that dude's name is.
True. I like the last like 50 seconds of the Travis Scott song just because Travis Scott was in it. But the one that I don't know, it kind of annoyed me. Poppy's home, but yet he says "Daddy" the whole time. Name the fucking song "Daddy's Home." Jackass.
Also, let's go back to the Travis Barker thing.
Travis Scott.
Or Travis Scott. I thought you said Barker.
No.
Is Travis Barker on one of these songs?
No, that was last album.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's go back to the Travis Barker thing. Still, he's got like 50% of his. No, I would say even more, like 75% of the songs that he helps like write and
Yeah.
like produce are dog shit.
Yeah.
I don't like half. I don't like a third of them or 3/4 of them. Wow, numbers.
Travis Scott. He puts out some good shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it Travis Scott that did the no, it wasn't. I don't know who it was, can't think. But did the remix to That's Poppin' with Lil Wayne. Wasn't Travis Scott. I know it wasn't. Second dude that did
I
that
don't know.
verse out of the three people were fucking it was mint.
No.
Yeah, I don't know either.
To be fair.
But yeah. We're gonna go to the Carnifex album now that is called Graveyard Confessions. No, Graveside Confessions.
Yes.
My phone is
Graveside
Confessions.
Confession.
And it had 15 songs on it. I liked half this album. My biggest critique with any sort of metal music is that it's riffy and they all sound the same.
Yeah.
I will say that none of their songs really sound the same because he changed his voice and like how he was singing and all this stuff. It was pretty fucking insane and I loved it a lot actually. And I didn't get like a really good chance to listen to it, like really, really full in depth because I only got a chance to listen to it like 2.5 times through because of normally I listen to albums on the weekend and shit. Well, we were at Inkcarceration.
Listening to a ton of albums.
Yeah, ton of shit. So it's just a lot of shit going on at once. But like Graveyard Confessions, we actually did the music review video for that, so go check that out Thursday. It's pretty sweet. The only thing I will say is if you're making a music video, it's a 4.5 minute song. You shouldn't have any dead space in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Yeah, that's my only critique to it. It's actually one of my favorite songs because it probably has one of the best breakdowns on the album.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
True.
But I think what was your favorite song off the album?
I really liked Seven Souls.
Seven Souls.
One of my favorites.
I can't remember the name of it. I wrote it down. I added all, so I have a playlist. I
Mhm.
had every song to that I like, and I think everybody should at least listen to once.
I should start doing.
Yeah, Alive from the last time. Alive for the last time
Oh,
from,
okay.
not
So
from, for.
the final song.
No.
Yeah, because other ones were Graveside editions of older songs. It looks like.
Huh. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
We should have looked in that, or maybe that's like
Yeah,
the special edition songs to the album.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know either. But I like Slit Wrist Saviors, that song too, a lot. Then there's another. That's the one that has like that, like it just stops and then they just talk.
Oh, what was the one that in the middle of it they were just like,
I
and
think
fuck you.
I think it's Slit Wrist Saviors.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think I looked down to actually see what song that was,
yeah,
but that just cracks me up.
yeah,
So they were like just in the middle, and yeah, fuck you too then.
yeah.
And then they just
fucking, it's nutty.
Professor.
I mean, Nuttin' Professor. What other music came out this week? Do you know?
The new Andrew WK Garbage Can came out.
I do know that. That's the only album that I had worth noting. But Lana Del Rey released a song for a single, Arcadia. I love Lana Del Rey, so you can suck all my ass cheeks if you guys don't. Okay, all of them. Both.
I'm not
of them.
sucking your ass cheek.
You can suck all of them. G-Eazy released a song called The Announcement.
Okay.
Ed Sheeran released a song called Shivers. I know for a fact we're gonna go back and do Ginger Wallflower, but I think we should let them vote because they're here on an album, and we'll give them like a couple options to do it. While we're doing the talk of Inkcarceration, well, we'll put the albums up before we take the break, and then yeah, but we'll figure it out here in a second. So what albums are out? Because we can still do Andrew WK's album, which is God is Partying, which, yeah, yeah.
Let's see what else we got. We do the new Common. It's rap.
Okay. Yeah.
I haven't heard of much. Oh, we could do the new Hawthorne Heights.
Oh yeah, Hawthorne Heights is okay. So just put Commons, Hawthorne Heights, and we'll do that.
Hawthorne Heights.
You want to just do Hawthorne Heights?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay, you guys aren't voting. Sorry, we took that privilege away from you guys.
Sorry, Seamus, Devika, and Nick.
I think that, or no, Seamus likes Hawthorne Heights.
No, I was saying sorry because you can't vote.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, Inkcarceration.
Bullshit. I'm just kidding. It was great.
The after effects to Drake were not great.
I'm literally fucking dead.
Yeah, he is deceased at the moment. But to recap, we saw roughly 25 bands. 25 bands live. Okay. And I have some questions, and I have some stories about some bands too, because I'm sure he does as well. If I were to bring them up, but overall, how did it go down? Like, how was the festival in general? Like, what were your critiques about it? Because night one, we both have a very shit story that we'll tell you.
So, other than the set list times not matching up at all the entire festival, and then us walking up to the tent and them going, well, I don't know.
I will say the third day was much better. They all had that shit figured out.
Correct, but they put everything on an app and there was no service.
Yeah, and the only people that could access that app
were the workers.
And none of them were like, I don't know, like,
right.
But it's just information desk. this is your job. It's like the Devil Wears Prada drama. He got in a motorcycle accident and he broke his wrist, and then he couldn't drum.
Yeah.
And then they hired a new drummer And this was like months ago too, he said. And they hired a new drummer, and he came for band practice. He knows sing a fucking song, and he was like, "Well, I mean, it was kind of his job, but whatever. We got this guy."
Yeah, and he learned it in 2 days.
Yeah, in 2 days.
There was another. What other band?
It was a side stage band.
But it was their drum or their. It was just their tech.
It was their lead singer.
No, it was their tech that filled in for the guitarist.
He was sick.
Yeah,
it was their producer too, and it was a main stage band.
Yeah,
yeah, he was just sick. But one of the other bands on the side stage that Dead Bundy played on, actually, same stage.
Yes,
he got in a car accident. It got hit by a drunk driver.
Cali dude.
Yeah, they were from the Bay Area, San Francisco, and they were actually pretty good. I mean,
they weren't horrible.
They went on before Dead Bundy too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, they're nobody bands, but let's make them a somebody band.
For sure.
I would tell you their name, but I don't remember.
And then Dead Bundy shot their load on us.
Yeah. Check out Instagram.
We didn't post it. You didn't send it to me.
Check out our Instagram. It'll get sent. It'll end up in the
I'll post it tonight.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about it, but I posted the blue waffle. I posted the physical Siemens.
Yeah, the Seamans.
But I just remembered that as you said it, I was like, yeah, it's actually not on there.
Yeah.
That's my fault.
Also, it's our fault.
But there's me doing flips and shit.
You doing
him doing flips and shit. His flip is better than my shit.
Well, I can also do flips. You're also not known to do flips.
I just hurt myself because I'm old.
Yeah. But day one was a success.
Yeah.
So a lot of good bands. Slipknot, fucking wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. We were trying not to be in the pit.
And then we were the pit.
It was just right next. It opened up right next to us. There was like 5 fucking pits going around. Just people just slapping each other in the titties. There was a chick literally in the pit that she got knocked over, and I literally grabbed her hand, pulled her up. She said, "Thank you." Looked me straight in my eyes. I was like, "This is weird. You don't do that. Like, that's not very metal of you." And then she just kept running. And then later, she got fucking trucked again. Several times she got trucked. Picked her up. She's like, "Thank you for picking me up." She's like, "You think they'll let us go in the prison? Like, why are you having a conversation with me during?" I was like, and no, like, they won't. Like, but in my mind, I'm like, why is that a thing that you're asking me? Oh, I really have to pee. I was like, don't do it here. She goes, "Oh, I mean, I wasn't planning on it." She goes, "Oh, I'm also from New York." I'm like,
"Oh, fucking
who are you? I don't even know you." My name's Melissa. I don't know. Giving me your whole life story. I'm like, that's cool. Just go get fucking trucked again. I don't really care. Like, I'm not moshing. I'm just getting my ass cheeks beat over here, just trying to like watch and record. I'm just getting fucked up.
Dude, it was actually wild. Just fucking all of it.
Oh, and Currents played that day too.
And Mastodon.
Mastodon was good.
Mastodon put on like they were that like
yeah, but they're records I would never listen to.
Correct.
Because
and I would never go see them again.
Yeah, I'm glad.
But like they're very talented, but it was a very boring show. They just stood there.
Yeah, and also
they're old.
I also don't know how to play a guitar.
I don't either.
Or how to play the drums. So like that talent to me is awesome that they could do that, and that's like what they're making their living out of. Right. But I don't know how difficult that is. Like that's like me trying to tell you how to do a backflip and telling you that it's actually it's like one of the easier flips you could learn, but you still don't know. You have no idea. Like, oh, like how hard is that riff? I don't know.
True.
Like I couldn't fucking tell you like anything about like the musicality or music production of those specific instruments, which I would like to learn. But I also feel like if I were to learn and they were playing fucking off beat and off riff, then that would piss me off to a different extent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because like, how am I supposed to know?
True.
But like, I'm also more of like a lyrical guy. I want music and words with it.
I just wanted to match.
Yeah, I mean, like I get I get like sometimes like you need a guitar solo and stuff like that too. But it was like Foo Fighters. They had a when I went and seen them at Rock on the Range or Sonic Temple.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One of the two.
Yeah, they had a 4 hour set, like 3.5 hour set, and literally an hour and a half they played just instruments.
That's stupid.
I'm like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Like
Take
I
a
want
fucking
to,
nap.
I want to hear you play. Like it was like two different segments where they played like literally for 30 minutes just
Dude, that's
play.
fucking stupid.
Like I don't want to like I do like that's what it's about, but at the same time like I want to hear the music you wrote. I don't want you to have band practice
Literally.
in front of us.
That's all that is.
Yeah. You know? I mean, like, the only exception is that I would say would be Godsmack. Because the lead singer was a drummer. Oh, same thing with Breaking Benjamin, because they did like a medley where they played like instruments for like 10 to 25-ish minutes or whatever. And it was just like different things. And Breaking Benjamin did like the lights or the Star Wars like theme and shit. And like the lead singer was playing the drums and the guitar and stuff like that. He wasn't.
It's a little different, though.
Yeah, it was like planned and it was structured. It wasn't just like, here, let me just fucking bang on this riff. Yeah. Same thing with Godsmack. Godsmack did the same thing. So like it was cool, because it was different. It's not like I'm gonna see that again.
True.
Versus like you're literally just playing instruments and it wasn't structured. It was just like, all right, we got 40 minutes away. So let me just. It's like Metallica having two fucking nights for a 4-day festival. Two unique sets.
Two unique headlining sets.
What's that even mean?
It means they get to play for 3 fucking hours.
2 days.
Yeah. Fucking dumb.
Yeah. I don't need to see that much
No.
ever in my life.
Nope. Not an ever.
Not an ever. Who else played?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what else we saw night one.
Steel Panther. Saw lots of boobies.
Was that day one?
Yeah, saw lots of boobies. Because they're like a hair metal band.
Bad Flower.
Bad Flower. Interesting.
It's one word for it.
He didn't sing.
No, he got laryngitis.
Correct.
So he still showed up, and they played an instrumental set, and he just stood there, pretty much. Like, I mean, he played his guitar a little bit, but I'm sorry, you should just canceled, bro. It's very boring. Like, I'm sorry, but that doesn't show anything, because the songs weren't, like, sustainable without words. Like, I get it if that's what your band is, but to me, like,
there's literally a song that he had that's like super soft and mellow, and it really only means something if the words are there, and none of it was there, none of it. So I'm like, bro, like it's just like the same riff over and over again, and nothing's really changing.
You fucking Killswitch killed it though.
Killswitch did kill it. Well, that's like the second.
I think what else there was first night.
Escape the Fate, dog shit.
That was night 2.
Nope, that was night 1.
Escape.
It's night 1. I have every single band that we saw live, brother, written down in the days that we saw.
Interesting.
You know who was really good? Damnation. Damnation. That was
Brian's producers band?
Yes, they were actually really good. Don't really care for their style.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I mean, they put it together well.
Full-blown mutton chops. And, like, he had, like, this earring that went from his ear to his nose.
Yeah.
Which was... I was just, like, wondering what was hanging off his face. Well, I have nothing against that. But I was like, this makes no sense, like, with your image.
True.
Like, I was just, like, out of nowhere. So, Damnation was cool.
That's where everything... Okay.
Currents was fucking dirty.
Dude, they were dirty as hell.
They were so good. They were probably one of my favorite bands to see live because I enjoy them so much.
And I'd never heard of them, so seeing them live for the first time and them just blowing my mind.
Yeah, no,
it's huge.
Super fucking good. Like, ridiculously good. And then day 2, actually, we got there and we shotgunned pretty much 2 tall boys of Twisted Tea. We literally just downed them. Yeah. And he was fucked. I was fucked up. As well, just from the sugar, because like it just was fucking hurting my stomach, and I think that's why I didn't eat all day.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I literally walked in the door and I was like, Budweisers.
Yeah, and I was like, no. And I only ate once and drank one beer, both Saturday and Sunday.
It's about what I drank too.
No, it wasn't, if you're wondering.
One beer
Yeah.
per hour.
We saw September Morning, kind of.
They were behind us while we were buying merch.
Yeah. She wasn't bad. It's a female lead. They were okay. I mean, I wouldn't go see them live again.
Mm-mm.
They also have a gimmick too, kind of. With
Yeah,
like
kind of
the
like in
dress.
this moment and shit.
Yeah. Which I feel like she actually sings, where in this moment doesn't. Yeah.
She just lip syncs, screams a little.
Yeah. Also, really, really good. 0936.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, they were pretty much he's
Well, he's
Hollywood
the man.
Undead essentially. To an same genre.
Does it by himself. Hollywood Undead.
Yeah.
He's like Deuce, but actually has talent.
Correct. He's Deuce, but not a
Deuce.
Deuce.
Yeah. And then Bad Omens.
Dude, that's where my life went
Changed.
sour.
His life-changing moment was in that pit.
As you see on Instagram, fucking TikTok.
Actually, not even in that pit.
Oh,
leaving said pit front. So you did a flip off my back, and you kind of like slid off.
But I'm wondering if it's when I slid, to be fair.
No. Dude, I don't know. It could be a mixture of all of Friday and Saturday, that upcoming to that, and then you trying to run, which you can't.
You can't, Sam.
Two can't Sam run.
Nah.
Yeah, but
I tried.
That pit was pretty good.
It was heavy. I'd never heard of them either, so I was cool with that.
Crown the Empire played. First time I seen them too.
Dude, they were so good. That was the second time I've seen Crown the Empire. I saw them at Warped Tour.
They were okay. I'm not gonna say they were that great.
I enjoyed it.
I don't think they should have been a main stage band, my opinion. But
who would you have placed up there that day instead?
Not someone on that list. I will say that. But I also have the same thing to say about Pop Evil. I didn't think they were that good or belonged on that stage either.
I actually enjoyed Pop Evil.
I mean, I enjoyed them, but I think there's better choices. I just think they couldn't get anybody else. Because Asking Alexandria bailed.
Yeah. Their tour bus
all that remains bailed as well.
But they weren't a main stage band.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I knew that. But that's why like September Morning didn't play till later. Like that's another thing. Like with COVID and everything happening, all of the bands and people dropped out because of COVID and all this other stuff. Everything got delayed and pushed back.
It was very weird.
I mean, it happens,
Correct.
Especially with COVID. So, like, you got to kind of be like more like,
dude, how did we skip over us getting in? Dude, that shit was. We stood in line for what, an hour and a half?
The first day,
in order to get through the COVID check line.
Yeah.
And then like to get our wristband, and then like into the fucking concert, like it was nuts. And then that same night, we were in the parking lot until after 2 a.m. We didn't get home till 3. Yeah. Because people don't know how to drive.
Also, I think it was just because there was no, like, traffic control or anything.
It was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. But then the other 2 days, we just got in really easily, and we left early both the other nights. Because, let me tell you something. Mudvayne, not somebody I give 2 fucks to see. They have 2 good songs. And then I couldn't even tell you the names of them.
And then Sunday night, we listened to a couple Hailstorm songs, and we just said bye. We didn't even wait for Rob Zombie. We left at, what, like 8:20?
Yeah, like 8:15. Because, like, I've already seen Hailstorm and Rob Zombie live. He doesn't give 2 fucks about Hailstorm.
And I couldn't stand anymore.
Yeah, that as well. His legs and shit were all fuckered. All fuckered up.
Yeah.
They just were big case and nope.
Literally.
Yeah. So, there was that. We didn't have to... I mean, I met a diabetic. Oh, I forgot about that. I met a diabetic in the line.
Yeah,
and he
2
goes,
of them.
He goes, yeah, diabetes. I'm like, what's up, dude? Cool thing. He's like, I have this just in case I die. And I was like, me too. And then some dude walks up. He goes, can I get in like now? He's like, my blood sugar's low. And I was like, I got this. I went
Here's
over.
some glucose tabs.
Yeah, I gave him some glucose tablets, and he just started munching on them. And then this is MP's here to save lives.
Exactly.
So that was lit. But back to Saturday's lineup. Fame on Fire. They were okay. You didn't see them because we got separated.
Yeah, where was I?
I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, you met up with Brian at that point. I don't know. Like I was,
And then you got a cheeseburger.
I had a cheese.
Wait.
No, I didn't have the cheeseburger until
That was right before August Burns Red that you got a
yeah,
cheeseburger.
ABR, yeah. But like I had a record.
Where the fuck did I?
You bought
I
me
went
a,
to the tattoo
oh yeah, like he went and like we were I was
because I said I
watching-
had to go pee,
I think I watched
and it was
Pop Evil,
during Pop Evil. I had to go pee near the end of it,
because we
and
had
you were
split
like,
up.
"You're good. I'll see you in a little bit." And I was like, "All right." And as I was going towards the bathrooms, I ran to Brian and all of Dead Bundy, and I never even made it to the bathroom. We just went into the prison.
Yeah, because you had went into the pit and then you had split off, which is
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, it's a concert. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
And he bought me my Christmas present, which is an ink
Ice- yeah.
which is Ice Nine Kills. Sorry. Which day did we see them? We saw them
Saturday, right? Or were they Friday?
I don't remember. I
think they were
Oh, they
Friday.
were Friday.
They were Friday.
Which they were fucking really good.
Dude, they were theatrics, hands down.
Yeah, because they're a horror band. So
I
they sing
love me some horror.
they sing about like a lot of horror stuff, and they played their new song too. How's it go? Yeah. So it was pretty cool. So it's a live one, and there was only 350 made.
Yeah.
And I got 154, and the earlier the number, the more
Rare it is, yeah.
yeah, I guess. So
And dude, they're like green, like ink splattered.
yeah,
Fucking sick.
with red like coming out of the center, so it's pretty cool.
I'll have to have you send me a photo.
Yeah, I wish I would have kept it in here, but
I
didn't.
forgot that it's in your car. To
Yeah.
be fair, I almost told you to go grab it, but you've
Yeah.
been here for 4 days, so
Yeah, I just literally take everything to my car so that way I don't forget anything because that
Mhm.
happens. Granted, I'll be back, whatever.
right.
And then we saw Chevelle. I saw Chevelle. Oh, we saw Chevelle, and then we took shots while they were in the background.
That's what was playing while I was taking shots. Got
Yeah,
it.
and then I was getting a burger.
And then you got a cheeseburger, and then I went to August Burns Red.
and then they all left. It's like sick. So I walked over to fucking August Burns Red. I'm just sitting there eating my burger, and then they all showed up. Like there was like a group of like 10 people all showed up. I was like, oh, sick. They're from like Ted Bundy and
Yeah.
him, and I was like, sick. Like, you guys want fries? And they're like, yeah. And then Brian's like this, and I'm like, burger, put it in mouth. It's just funny. But ABR also very boring.
Think so?
Yeah, all the same.
Huh.
Literally, just riffed for like a
Mid.
solid 30 seconds, and then we all left. I mean, I think it's cool, but like I don't understand any of it. And they're also like a very instrumental heavy band.
Yeah.
Very instrumental.
Well, and that's what I was telling you. Like, I honestly only like their first 2 albums. That's all I like by ABR. I don't really like much else.
I like the stuff that Fit for a King did with them.
Yeah.
Because I like Fit for a King, and they're like
Don't-
one of my favorite bands.
Don't get me wrong, I still got a shirt by them because I still like them as a band.
Yeah. I enjoy
But,
the music.
Like, I could do like a song on shuffle. Like, I couldn't just sit there and listen to their whole album at once.
No.
But the shirt I got's pretty dope. It says, was it happy or angry music for happy people?
Correct. Yep.
So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. And then close out Saturday, we listened to A Day to Remember.
That was good.
And this is why I think he hurts so much.
Because, so, since I bought Lemke that vinyl, he had to stay back so he didn't ruin it. And I was in the pit the whole time.
Yes. But
I think that's where my ribs went.
to be fair, they sucked. They were great live, don't get me wrong. But there was a lack of energy on stage, I felt like. Like, I could just sense, like, there wasn't that as much passion. Because, like, when you see a band live 5 times,
Mm.
and this time just felt a lot different. They just didn't seem like the energy and the passion was there.
Yeah,
Also, it was the first time they toured in how long?
years. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been 2 years as well. So like maybe they didn't get the thing like the situation right. And they also used to have like a really cool like opening
and their
thing.
set was boring.
Yeah,
Like the physical set.
yeah,
Like there was nothing on stage except for their stupid welcome home.
yeah. Which that album you liked a lot.
I did, but it's not a good A Day to Remember album. It's a good album,
Oh
but
yeah,
it's not a good Day to Remember album.
yeah. And I think we're gonna do like tier lists where we actually like rank
Like
certain artists' albums and like for like how we think that they should place for like 10 being the best or A being the best or S tier, whatever.
yeah.
So we'll do that eventually as well. But I just think it was like a very boring and lackluster set.
Yeah.
I mean, they played a couple of good songs, that older songs, and they played a couple
Like
good songs off of the thing,
yeah, but they didn't play Second Sucks, which is bullshit.
which is his favorite song from them, I think.
100% is my.
Yeah.
I mean, they played Downfall of Us All because if they didn't, then I'm sure they probably would have got like actually shanked when they got off the stage.
Yeah, fucked up, man. We would have fucked him up actually. They also played um last chance to dance. There's some lyrics in that song that who's gonna carry your casket, and they go who, and then there's a shirt in the merch that says who on it, and he goes, oh, that's why that shirt said who. And I was like, yeah, what do you mean? Also, this shirt is tits, by the way. I still love A Day to Remember. I just wish that their shit was
Because belief is the butt crack. Belief is the death of reason.
correct. Sure, I don't even know what that means.
Belief is the death of reason.
It just looks cool as fuck.
And then mine's, well,
Inkcarceration. And then it has every band there.
yeah, on the back of it, it's got all the bands.
Got all the bands.
And I got my new hat,
He can't move.
my foot cancer.
He's got another hat too that I'll probably wear
It says tattooed low life.
with Miller High Life's album art. Yeah,
Yeah.
might as well just fuck
Close
go
the
with
fuck enough. Just send her.
just Cinderella. And then that's leading into Sunday, day 3, where
Hobblefest.
all of Drake's existence is gone.
I sat on a hill. I ate tater tots.
Did sit on a hill.
I stopped drinking at like 4.
He was like, I gotta go. And I was like, okay. But Stitch Up Part Play, they were alright. Wage War.
Fucking killed it.
Yes, killed it. Ripped their head off, waxed them.
And then the lead singer of Beartooth.
Showed up, made an appearance, and they also fucking killed it. And the Wage War's new song called High Horse, which you guys should all check out. Super heavy.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking good. And then we saw the Covalescence.
Dude, I was very impressed with the Covalescence. They're out of Toledo, Ohio.
Correct.
Dude, they were like good metal.
Yeah, they were. I would consider them deathcore. Like
100% death.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Fine line between death metal and deathcore. Like, I wouldn't put them in the Carnifex, but like, I think they're trying to be in the Carnifex.
I don't know. Their new album, the dude tried to sing. That's.
We're not gonna talk about that stuff. I was ready to throw my shoe at him.
And then you didn't see Silent Theory.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know where I was.
I don't know where you were either. I saw like 2 or 3 songs by
I
then.
really don't know where I was.
And then I went to find you because I was no idea where you were at. I think it's because you were sitting on the hill actually.
Oh, okay.
I
I sat on the hill during Motionless in White.
Well, Silent Theory was before Motionless.
Oh, then I have no fucking clue.
Because then, yeah, Motionless was good, but
Ish.
they were kind of
Lip singy.
Yeah, I also don't really care for Motionless all that much either. Like
Yeah,
I like Abigail by them a lot. They didn't even play that song, which is fine. You can't play every song you ever wrote.
correct.
Um,
They're two Blackfield Brides from.
they're much heavier.
I just meant like they're too scene girly. Like working in Hot Topic, like it kind of
Okay.
ruined certain bands. Like
Oh, their gimmick and
yeah,
stuff. Okay. And then Beartooth played,
dude,
and the
Beartooth fucking smack.
lead singer from Wage War was there, which I
Yeah,
actually have his the lead singer from Wage War's autograph on a hat.
and you wore a Wage War hat the whole weekend.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not wearing a hat now because it's fucking dirty. Um,
And Fever 333,
yeah, we saw Fever.
dude,
Actually, I missed.
he was wild, dude. He was like he climbed up. I posted it on Instagram as well. He climbed all up into the rafters and was singing. Only critique I have about Fever 333 is he should take some vocal lessons. Um, because in order to get some of his screams, he was shaking the mic instead of actually projecting it.
Yeah,
Um, so he just needs that little bit more training for the live essence, and I think he'll be like really good.
well, I also think that him throwing the mic on the fucking ground isn't gonna help it because he would like
But
run. He would throw it on the ground. He
yeah,
would run and he would slide and he would just scream on it at it like when it's on the ground,
true.
like, which is cool.
It was cool.
He best performance probably because like he does wild shit. You know, you know what I mean? Like he does crazy shit. The first time I saw them was at a festival. It was Rock on the Range. There was a monster truck,
Yeah.
like the big rig, like
Yeah.
a 16-wheeler. He got off the stage with a corded mic and hopped and climbed up on top of the 16-wheeler and just was screaming on top of it and fucking stomping on it. He didn't give a single fuck.
Crazy.
And the bassist
Yeah.
got out in the crowd and was playing bass and moshing and running and moshing. Bro, I was like, what the fuck?
Got it.
Next year, played the headline stage.
Yeah.
They went from a side stage to headline. And then he literally took another corded mic, walked all the way out because it's like a festival. It's like a soccer stadium.
Yeah.
Like when there's like not a festival.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he literally took it and he climbed all the way up to the second fucking row of seats in this thing, and he was screaming from it with a corded
That's a
microphone.
long fucking mic.
Yeah, bro. I was like, what the fuck? And he's just like, yeah, like just the shit that he was doing. And
So
like,
maybe it was just since he hasn't been doing it in a few years that it was kind of like
yeah. I also
iffy.
think throwing the mic on the ground really fucks it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, but like he climbed the rafters and shit
Yeah.
there too. Dude, he's just wild.
It was a fun time.
Yeah. And then watched Attila.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I went hard for Attila.
I stood there and recorded it.
No, you didn't.
I recorded some of it.
Yeah, I know some of it, but you're like, I'm just not even recording anything. And
I got 3 songs.
yeah, I got a couple too. There was titties out in that one too. Yeah,
I couldn't see through the dust.
and the flames.
Yeah,
Like the moth.
fire.
Yeah.
But no, dude, the fucking giant circle pit that went around the music tent or the sound tent.
Yeah.
The fucking lackluster wall of death, but a wall of death nonetheless. Only one we saw that weekend. So
Yeah.
I'm A-okay with it. And I mean, I would say they sounded just as good as they do on their album.
Yeah, the first time I saw them was arguably the worst album they have, called Chaos. And if you think that album is good, you're mistaken. Not very good.
No.
So I think that also had something to do with it too. Also, he could have been doing a lot more drugs then too, which probably doesn't
Valid.
help his case.
Well, yeah.
And then last band we saw was Hailstorm. Yeah, saw the 4 songs we knew by him, and then we left because he couldn't really stand anymore, and it was pretty much it was over. Attila was like the ending point for it all.
Yeah. Attila should have been on the main stage. I know a lot of people don't know him
Yeah,
to that extent. Like,
I mean, they're a fuck you band, so
Yeah.
I mean,
But so is Steel Panther.
uh,
In the fuck you aspects, like at
no,
essence.
they literally have lyrics that say "cunt," bro.
Steel Panther literally said, we have mass in the back with holes cut out of them so you could suck my dick.
That's not the same thing,
Uh, I
and they never
mean,
used the word either.
oh no, they said suck my dick.
No, but no, yeah, that's not what I.
Oh,
Yeah, never mind.
I
It's
get, yeah,
yeah, just the way the word like Fonz is not very good
true.
with the wording of things sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense, but
Um. Yeah. Also, two things before we go to something else. Uh, in A Day to Remember, I have two stories. First story is literally when they came on, they opened up with a song called Paranoia off of an album called Bad Vibrations. Cool, whatever. It was their single from it.
mhm.
Literally, a kid or a human. I don't even know. I didn't look at him. He's just screaming the lyrics in my fucking ear, like right next to. I'm standing here, and there's a dude and a girlfriend here, and he's literally like right behind us, just like blah, 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 blah. In my mouth. I'm like, bro, like why? Like I understand you're excited,
But
like why you're like literally. I had earplugs in too. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like screaming and like singing. Like he's not even singing. He's literally yelling.
like actually yelling,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I'm like, bro, like fucking stop, motherfucker. Literally, song end. I left.
yeah.
I went. I was like, I can't deal with this. And then I went somewhere else, and there was another dude next to us, and he was on a keto diet, and his friends were holding him up, and he was like, and I was like, dude, what's wrong with him? He goes, uh, like, yeah, he's okay. I was like, he's like, yeah, he's doing a keto diet, and I was like, that's stupid. He's like, yeah, he's really only eating protein and no carbohydrates. I was like, and drinking? He goes, yeah. I was like, his liver's fucked. He might actually die because
Damn.
if you don't know, ketogenic diets, you have only fat, you have only protein, and you have no carbohydrates. And if you don't cycle properly, and him being there for 3 days, eating no carbohydrates, it's hot as fuck, and your livers have to process all that shit that your body's building
Mm.
up, will actually cause liver failure. So he could die. He could be dead right now. And I'm sorry, dude. Peace out, homie. But you're an idiot. So don't do that and talk to a dietitian.
Good to know.
Yeah, don't just do stupid fucking diets.
I'll just eat and drink. Be merry.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Healthy.
Yeah.
Hey, who thought? I'm
Oh,
healthy.
Hey. What was the best performance you saw out of all of the bands that we listed? All three.
Performance or stage presence or the way their songs sounded.
The
or
best
just
performance.
all of the above.
Yes.
Attila.
Yeah.
Hands down Attila. And then secondary would be Slipknot. Only reason is the reason Slipknot hit number 2 was because I'm sorry, but the two dudes that are on the fucking side just going doom 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 doom. Like they weren't even like headbanging the whole fucking time. Like I'm sorry, if you're getting paid to hit drums that we can't even hear to the beat, do something. Like I've watched Slipknot performances live, like on the internet, and like normally those like drums go up in the air and they're like hanging onto them and like dangling off of it, and like normally the drum kit fucking he puts on like a 5-point harness and it raises up and he fucking plays this way. I get it. It's not the same drummer. He probably had to learn this real quick. But I just feel like it wasn't the Slipknot performance I was looking for as the headliner of night 1. They gave me a day to remember performance with some lights. Is what I got from it. He talked too damn much. Like, shut up and play some music. And that's my only critique. Like them, 5 Finger Death Punch, like all that shit. Like, just shut the fuck up and play me some metal.
I mean, all headliners do that though. That's the thing. Like Rob Zombie does that. I think the only one that doesn't really do that is like Korn. You know what I mean? Like there's very select few bands. Most of them have like purpose and a reason. Like Fever 333 did the same thing.
And they talked way too much.
Yeah. I mean, and he wasn't talking like that.
But that's what I like about rap. I mean, what I like about rap concerts. They don't talk. They just play their music.
Yeah, but they don't stand for anything either. That's the problem. You know what I mean? I get Corey. Yeah, Corey kind of talked a lot too.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was 17 times better performance than A Day to Remember, hands down. And A Day to Remember is like in my top 5. So I'm not like playing any sort of favorites here. I don't even like Slipknot that much. But,
Yeah.
like you go and you see Slipknot.
I think I just expected more.
Yeah,
to be fair,
I could see that.
But
Slipknot was really good though. Still, like he was on point.
Yeah.
Their whole gimmick is wearing the mask too, and I'm glad he wore the mask the whole time. I've never, I don't know what to expect when you see a band for the first time. So it was cool that he was still legit wearing the mask the whole time and the jumpsuit and the getup, and he was you could tell when it zoomed in on him he was
there,
fucking sweating and dying the whole time. So
which I mean he put on a great performance. Corey Taylor put on a great performance.
I mean
that's the only way that I don't know the little devil girl that was just running around doing nothing.
It was his son. Oh. Yeah, dancing in the background. I think he said, "Give it up for my son."
Oh.
Could be wrong. I have no idea. But also, this was not the performance that they give two fucks about. It's the one in
Knot Fest.
Yeah, and two
in Iowa. Yeah.
Yeah. So
which I mean, it is what it is. I would still say, I mean, it wasn't a bad performance. Like I said, it was my number 2. So I think I'm digging at that point.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I'd put him at 3.
I matched them and Ice Nine Kills, to be completely honest. And then I would put both of them at 2, and then number 3 I would give Black
Yep. Blackness, Darkness. My old
Beartooth. I would give literally across the board for number 3, I would do Beartooth, Currents, Wage War.
And also
Kill Switch.
Currents was on the side stage too.
Correct. And so was Attila.
Yeah. Attila, okay, so to me, this is gonna be a lot different because my favorite performance still so far was Currents.
Yeah.
Okay. But I love their music. One of their albums really fucking pissed me off because it was 5 songs, and actually the song they opened up with was off of that. It was 5 songs, and the other 5 songs were instrumentals to those songs. I don't know if it was a record label deal, so that way they could produce it, so that way they could get off of it, or what it was. But it was 5 songs. Pissed me off. I was like, you motherfucker. But I knew every song. That's why I liked them. Until number 2. Fucking fantastic. That was their. Honestly, there's probably overall the put my selfishness aside and what I wanted to hear. Mm-hmm. That was probably the best performance the entire night, or the entire week.
Yeah,
I mean, just because he's super involved with the crowd. He's a great front man. He sounded very good. All the mixes were correct.
Yeah.
And it was lit. Everybody that was there fucking knew him. We moshed and we fucked shit up.
And then people that didn't know him still
moshed and fucked shit up. So I'd say that, and then Slipknot was probably number 3, and then Wage War. Wage War was really, really good, and then Caleb coming out was good too. I thought during Beartooth's performance, Caleb got overshined by Wage War singer. Hands down. I think he's just a better vocalist. And that's my critique with Beartooth's first albums. The first couple of albums.
Up until this new one that you were saying?
Yeah. They just were lackluster. He just ran out of energy and sauce the whole time. So I just don't. It's just not. for me, it's not bad. I don't
No.
think Beartooth is a bad band. I just think like his scream gets too whiny sometimes, like when he just does like the long, like extended breaths and stuff like that. And Attack's last album I did not like either, and it was
Me
Caleb
neither.
again.
Yeah.
I mean, so there's just I don't hate Caleb, and like I think this last album was really good. He was much better at this performance than the last other ones I saw him
Okay.
perform at too. So it was just kind of like a whole thing. Like I like Wage War a lot more. I've seen Wage War 5 times. I've never been disappointed once.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And as well as like Beartooth, I like one album and a couple songs.
True.
Instead of like I like every album by Wage War but one album, and there's three of them.
Makes sense.
And they're about to produce another one I think is gonna slap hard.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Like hard.
So that'll probably be one of the albums we pick when we do that. And then who was your most disappointing performance? I guess Mudvayne would probably be number one because they were a headline show, and literally we didn't stay for it, but we heard about it Saturday or Sunday.
We heard a lot about it.
They sucked. They were terrible. Like he's like 58, so he ran out of gas. I'm like, don't perform.
I mean, I would say Escape the Fate. They played like half a song and we walked away.
I'm gonna say Data Remember.
Disappointing for me.
Yeah, I knew going into that I wasn't gonna like it because I don't like him. I think they were only good when they had Ronnie, which is
true.
Which is the lead singer from Falling in the River. I mean, I don't know. I just they don't hit the same. I mean, my most disappointing is A Day to Remember. I just like they just like I said, there's just the passion wasn't there, man. Like I could tell. Like I just to me at least I could tell. I don't.
I lied. My most disappointing was The Devil Wears Prada.
Why?
Because they didn't play a full set, and
they didn't have a drummer.
But the same as any other time I've seen The Devil Wears Prada, he doesn't do his full screams live at all. He like bullshits around them and like talks half of his screams through every song. Like not even like I want to say Zombie was the only one that he actually did the full song screaming it.
See, I've seen him several times and I've never noticed that.
Like I've seen him, I think that was the 4th time I've seen them, and 3 of the 4 was like that.
I don't know.
I'll point it out after, like I'll show you the video, kind of what I'm talking about.
I mean, I know he's older now too, so that kind of makes more sense. But like, I mean, he still screams and shit.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's cool. I mean, I don't know. Like, I wasn't disappointed with them. I mean, I got the performance that I thought I would get from them.
Okay.
But A Day to Remember, like that's why it disappointed me.
Yeah,
like,
because it's what you wanted.
Yeah, Day to Remember, like they just didn't really, show up to me.
Valid
for what I think that they should have done or how they should have sounded as well. And then who was the best mosh pit?
Tilla.
Agreed 100%. I also went fucking really hard. And then honestly, I have this and I know you're not gonna have this. Who is the most improved? Like from bands that you have seen before, who do you think improved the most? From seeing them live to somewhere else.
I'm trying to think who I've seen.
I will say, actually, Dead Bundy during their concert, because at first they had some very big technical issues and they got them fixed while they were going, and it could have been the sound guy, could have been them too.
Yeah.
But they kind of like they evened out and they sounded very, very good again. So like when I saw them live at the Foundry, they were really good live there too. They didn't have the sound issues at first, but it wasn't them. It was just like it sounded like it was getting cut off by like it's just something not being plugged in right, something not being layered correctly or something like that. So I don't think it wasn't them. So I'm not gonna count that like as my most improved.
Yeah. Out of everyone I saw that I've seen before, I would say that they were like this.
They never changed. They never got
Like
any better.
like Kill Switch Engage, all 4 times I've seen them. Like absolutely incredible.
Okay.
August Burns Red, the 2 times I saw them, I would say this was a worse show than when I saw them at House of Blues, but still not a bad one.
I just didn't stay for the full set either. That's the problem with it.
Yeah, because we were ready to go see A Day to Remember.
Yeah.
Um,
I would say Attila or Beartooth.
yeah,
Because Attila, the first time I saw them, they were shit. They were not good. Also, it wasn't a forest at Warped Tour.
yeah.
And I think I saw no, I didn't see him again. That was the only time I saw him in a forest at Warped Tour, and his scream sounded terrible in there.
I saw him at Warped Tour in the pavilion
Okay, I might have saw him then too.
because
But I
they
don't.
only had like half of the stage.
Yeah, what year
I
was
think
that?
they were after Falling in Reverse.
Oh yeah, Falling in Reverse was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure they were in the same like. It was like pretty sure it was either Attila someone Falling in Reverse or Falling in Reverse someone Attila.
Okay.
Because you know how they would always do like left side, right side, left side, right side.
Yeah.
So,
Which
but it was just hard when you're just I don't feel like that's a band to just sit in a seat for.
who?
Attila.
Oh no. Well, there's that
So,
little mosh pit up there area.
right, but
Yeah.
it was always rough at Warped Tour.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, and then Attila. The first time I saw them was during the Chaos album
Yeah.
tour, and Chelsea Grin and Amir fucking smoked them. Like,
Well, yeah,
I mean, and it was their tour, and they sounded terrible,
that would be rough.
bro. Fucking, because that was like when Frankie came back,
Mm.
and they got Amir back together, or he got Amir back together because everybody dropped. I know that,
Yeah.
and then he got that black bassist that's kind of chunky that you always see him with.
Yeah.
That's like, I think he's the guitarist for basses, and they're funny as hell together. And he got them, and then they got the drummer, and then I think they just hire a dude to play whatever else is missing. But fucking Frankie went off. And then Chelsea Grin, that's when they had the old singer before they got the new one.
Okay.
And that's when Self Inflicted came out, the one with the chick's face.
Yes.
It's black and gray. Which I think is their best album.
This is a good one.
For
For sure.
And fucking they play Broken Bonds, and he does that high pitch fucking scream, dude. I was like,
Yeah.
bro. And then I was like, yeah, let's hear Attila. Sucked. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Pissed about it. Was not happy. But this time sounded phenomenal. Sounded
Yeah.
like their record.
Like he actually took some time into it.
Metalcore Manson fucking hit hard as fuck. Everybody knew it. It's so catchy. It's so good. And then they played fucking About That Life and all that other, like, all their classics, dude.
It was so good.
Bro, fucking fantastic. But yeah, that's about all we got for Ink. I do have one more thing, and it's sports. And it's the Browns losing by 4 points to Kansas City. Them fucking shitters. Fucking turd monkeys, man. Oh, but there is good news with that. Them losing to probably one of the best teams in the league by only 4 points and pretty much commanding the whole game. There is promise there.
We could have had that Green Bay game.
Yeah. Yeah, they could have had that Green Bay game where they got blown out by 35 points to the Saints. Like, absolutely got shit on.
Wow.
Yeah. But, we're deceased.
I'm going to sleep.
So that means we're going to end. But for you guys to know, watch us, like our videos, buy our merch. We post content 4 days a week now on YouTube. So
And
go there.
7 days a week on everything else.
Instagram,
Instagram,
TikTok.
About it.
That's it. Yeah. Well, the
Instagram
stuff
shares to Facebook as long as it's not a video.
Right. So, make sure you guys get there, like it, support us. We appreciate all you guys for watching. We're getting the fuck out of here. Bye.